Okay, guys, we are going to be making an Inside the Earth foldable. My fifth period is going to be helping. Say hi, fifth period. All right, so what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be folding your long piece of paper hot dog style. You're going to fold with the right fold over to the right side of the paper, just like this. All right, now you should have this foldable in front of you so it would open like a book, how you always have the pages on the right-hand side. So make sure that the page is on the right-hand side of your desk so you can work with it. So one more time, make sure it's on the right-hand side like this. All right, you were asked to pick up two rulers because the entire length of the ruler does not go the entire length of the paper. So I would like for you guys to put one ruler at the top right-hand side and then connect the second ruler with the bottom left-hand side. So you should have a line that looks just like this. Nice straight line using your ruler. Everyone have that there? All right, so using a pencil, you are going to mark the length of this triangle with your pencil, just in case you make a mistake. So we have here. And then on the bottom like this. All right, so I'm going to be drawing this with my marker because I know you guys can't see it very well, but the length should be from the bottom left-hand corner all the way up to the top of the right-hand corner. So make sure that yours looks just like mine here, and that you still have the flaps on the right-hand side, just like this. All right, the next step is that I just want to double check one more time that you have the flaps on the right. So you should be able to fold this corner up like this, and it should be able to get close to touching the line. If it can, you've done this correctly. Unfold and make 3 large X's. This is going to be the area you're going to cut off at the end. So you should be able to fold over that X and not be able to see it. And you've done this correctly. Now we finished 1 through 3 on the instruction page here, 1 through 3. Now we're going on to number 4. So we're going to be making a cutout of all the different layers of the Earth using this model. By looking at your instructions class, the first bullet point, what's the thickness of the red section? What is it? 7 centimeters. So you're going to take your ruler, and if you're using one of my pink rulers, notice that it actually extends past the 0, so make sure you line it up with the 0 and the 9, and you're going to make a line here, like this. That represents 9 centimeters. And then with your pencil, I'm doing it with the pen so you guys can see, you're going to make a curved line like the curve of the Earth. Now, in your instructions, the second part is going to be 9 centimeters. You are not going to start at 9 centimeters from the bottom. The outer core is 9 centimeters. So would you start down here, class? No, you're going to start at the end of your inner core at 0, and you're going to measure out 9 centimeters because the thickness of the outer core should be 9 centimeters, and you're going to draw a curved line. All right, keep going with all the different measurements on number 4, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do next. All right, guys, so I just finished measuring out the different layers of the foldable. One more time, each one of the instruction pages on this bullet point is going to be the thickness. So on here, this should be 7 inches thick, 9, 12, 10, 2.5, 3, and 2. So you should be using the entire length of this long piece of paper. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to keep your book closed, and you're going to take your scissors, and you're going to cut with the triangle side that has the X's on both sides, just like this. Just like that. All right, you should have 7 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you have a little bit of this top part left, you've measured correctly, so you can trim that top corner off. All right, now this part is very important, so make sure you're looking at the screen right now. Now, instead of taking your scissors and cutting the whole thing like this, you're going to end up cutting this piece off, and it's just going to be separate. So you're going to want to kind of lift the front page of your foldable up, and you're going to cut along the lined dot you made. And you're going to want to make sure to stop at that crease, just like this. So crease here. So you're going to keep cutting and stop at the crease. Keep cutting, stop at the crease, keep cutting, stop at the crease, keep cutting, stop at the crease, keep cutting, stop at the crease here. All right, so you should have a book that kind of opens up with different tallies up on each side, so it's like a book. All right, then you're going to look at your instruction pages. So we just finished 4 and 5. Now you're going to go on to part 6 of your instruction. You're going to label each one of the layers, starting with inner core all the way out to the crust. The last part of your instructions is to fill in the information with the name of the layer, the thickness and depth, composition, temperature, and interesting facts. You're going to use the page you got in class, or this page can be found on Schoology. So for each layer, you're going to put the name, the thickness, composition, and temperature. I would recommend you maybe putting that on the front of these pages, because sometimes it gets a little hard to write the interesting facts. Then on the inside, and make sure you guys write small if you're at the top or the bottom of the earth, you're going to write the interesting facts. Next Tuesday, there will be an open note quiz, and you may use just your foldable, not these notes. When you get to both of the discontinuancies, the only thing that needs to be labeled is the thickness. The reason this is because interesting fact just shows the location. If you put the discontinuity and label it correctly and put it in between the outer core and lower mantle, you're not going to need to also write on top of it where it's located. Just double check that you put it in the right spot and make sure you have the thickness. Everything else needs to be in the foldable. Are there any questions? No? All right, awesome. Thank you guys, 5th period, for being awesome during this video. Y'all say bye. As you guys are working, make sure to write small on the crust and inner core. I'd recommend putting the title and then the thickness, composition, and temperature on the outside. Interesting facts, write kind of small on those small ones on the inside. One more time, the discontinuancies, you're just labeling where they go, and the thickness. You don't need to write the interesting facts for the discontinuancies. All other layers should have the interesting facts inside. And I'll show you an example. Okay, now we're in 6th period. Say hi, 6th period. So this one's a little bit fancier, but it's color coordinated here. What should be on the inside, all the information for each different layer. And again, one more time, and the discontinuities in between. Make sure to write kind of small, especially at the top and the bottom. And you'll have your final result for your open note quiz.